I'm the rap game's financial advisor. Dropping beats that'll make you go higher. I got an 808 with metal undertones. Gonna school you about crypto, make you take loans. Stacking stacks, yeah, that's the goal. Investing in crypto, watching all the phone. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and more. I'm diversifying portfolios like never before. Cryptocurrency got the game in a frenzy. Financial literacy, that's the key thing. I'm spitting knowledge, making moves that count. Turning straight stacks into millions, no doubt.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Reckless Raidenero, and we are back at it again for another episode of Crypto Portfolio Updates. First and foremost, we want to give a shout out to the Bag Chasers. That's not my Patreon group. It is Anton Daniels of AntonDaniels.com's Patreon group, of which I am a member. You can find me over in the crypto tab. You can also find me branching out over into the stock tab, obviously, as Future Financial Strategies has expanded. We are now talking about traditional finance over there as well. Secondly, we want to give a shout out to Circa 84. Link to that down in the description. It's my referral link. If you're looking to get further into the weeds, it's the second means by which you have access to me. You can do the value prop on both of those over in Circa 84. It is strictly business, no entertainment. Like, we are in the weeds over there. My referral link is down in the description. If you guys are looking to get into that, it is a private Discord group. If you are in the Bag Chasers, make sure to get in the Discord group. The action is in the Discord. Those are ways that you can get at me, ask personal questions, stuff like that. Also, you can ask questions down in the comments. I do respond to all comments. If it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. Me, your boy Reckless Raidenero over here, host of Crypto Portfolio Updates, where we track my crypto portfolio, the moves that I'm making, my insights onto the market. We do a little touch on the news with my 2 cents. Obviously, everyone wants to give their 2 cents. I give my 2 cents. And then we also touch on a topic per video, because obviously if we were just looking through the portfolio, it'd be a very, 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 very short video, because I don't normally try to drag stuff out. So anyways, let's jump right on into it. We're going to bring up to the screen the first thing that we do every show. We want to talk about the Bitcoin dominance. We are at 51.1%. It's up there. It's up there. It's just strangleholding everything right now. ETH dominance is down to 16.6%. Gas fees are at 3 Gwei. Good Lord. If you got to make moves, today would be the day. Good day for trading on the Ethereum mainnet. Prices are around $5. Still expensive compared to all the L2s and most of the other alternative chains, but that's where all the money is. And right now, the benefits are high. Prices are low. Top 3 trending coins. We have RabbitX, Octaspace, and Spike. Know nothing about none of those. And then let's go ahead and get this up. No. Why is that not working right? Huh. That is definitely not working the way that we want it to. Why are you not working right? Hold up. Let's... Oh. Duh. Okay. It's just being what it is. Okay. So the next... What? Oh, that is dumb as can be. Hold on a second. Let's see here. We're going to have to do this a little bit different today. Huh. This is interesting. Okay, so we might be doing this show a little bit different today, considering that I have been locked out of my. Oh, jeez, this is gonna be annoying. Okay, so we'll see if this frees up. We might do this in a little bit of a different order then. If not, then we are going to not have the update, and this will just be a breakdown. So first and foremost, let's take a look at what we've got here. We're going to go over the top 5 gainers and losers. I'm going to make myself small on this screen because this ain't about me. This is about the market. At number 1 on the top, we're going to do the top 5 gainers first. Then we'll do the losers. At number 1, at rank 995 for those of you who don't just read numbers across the screen. Kitten Hamer, KHAI, with a gain of 39.5%. At number 2, at rank 836, we have Super Trump, STRUMP, with a gain of 25.5%. At number 3, we have at rank 459, Michi, $MICHI, with a gain of 27.2%. At number 4, at rank 747, we have Landwolf, WOLF, with a gain of 23.5%. At number 5, last but not least, we have at rank 841, School Hat Coin SHC, with a gain of 19.4%. Moving on to the top losers, we have Amaterasu Omikami, OMKAMI, at rank 713 with a loss of 64.4%. It's a mouthful. At number 2, at rank 965, we have Spike, SPIKE, with a loss of 32.5%. At number 3, at rank 929, we have Covalent Query Token, CQT, with a loss of 23.8%. At number 4, we have at rank 976, we have WAT, with a loss of 24.6%. At number 5, last but not least, at rank 910, we have Virtua TVK, with a loss of 15.9%. This is a very sideways market. Very sideways right now. The market does not know where to go. All the energy is in Bitcoin, but as we saw on the main screen, Bitcoin has broken back up above 60,000, which is great for the space. We definitely are looking at that rebound. It's great for all the stocks that are tied to Bitcoin. It's great for Bitcoin. It's great for the crypto market. Bitcoin moves, then the rest of the market follows suit. We'll see if it carries on into the week as markets open. Now, the conversation that we are going to have today, actually, I think, good God, I think we're going to have to, I'm going to sandwich this. We're going to do the conversation as it moves. So we're going to go ahead and do the news brought to you by Delta Investment Tracker app, powered by eToro. We're going to do the crypto roundup. This is the 1st through the 7th. Post date was July 9th. Let's talk about the major developments for that week in the market. This week prior, this is through July 9th. We're recording the 14th, so this is the week prior. This isn't the week prior, it's a week prior to the week prior. It's a little bit in arrears, but it gives us something to talk about. June sees a rise in Bitcoin mining profitability post-halving. Obviously, they keep becoming more efficient. It's funny. They talked about how the original narrative was Bitcoin is terrible because Bitcoin is bad for the environment. And Bitcoin has gotten very green because free power means that you are mining immediately into profit. Crazy how that works. Crazy how capitalism works, because you don't want to just clog up the environment. You want free energy, because everything that clogs up the environment is bad for the environment, costs money as well. You want free energy. It's made these sites that would have to burn off excess energy, thus further polluting the environment, more efficient because miners will go work out and negotiate contracts with them for cheap and or free energy to make sure that that energy is fully utilized, which is actually better for the environment. Crazy, right? Capitalism at work. Germany relocates an additional that doesn't make sense. I think that's a misprint. I think Germany sold an additional 28 million in Bitcoin, and the markets definitely saw some downward pressure, but it wasn't enough to completely capitulate everyone. It wasn't. We have the liquidity for this. Like, we can't expect everyone to just be forced to hold their tokens for forever. Me never wanting to sell or not wanting to utilize my Bitcoin until I'm able to leverage it is not the same as me. I would never tell someone to never sell. I always question them when they do, because me personally, the way that I do my finance, and when I question people, a lot of people think it's like from a condescending standpoint. Like, I just like to understand why people do stuff. Like, if it's just like you just sell stuff, you sell off assets to go buy things to flex on people, then I can respect that. I just think it's stupid. And I'm not going to not say that it's stupid to me, because my value set with the way that I manage my money and my wealth and my household, we don't sell assets over here to go buy things. We just don't. Now, in a dire straight situation, like if I had to clear every ounce of debt that I had, then yes, we do have a strategic liquidation plan in place to where we would liquidate things up to the Bitcoin, because we're not getting rid of the Bitcoin, but up to the Bitcoin. We would for sure do what we needed to do to make sure that we cleared the debt, so that way and I have assets in place to do that. But I wouldn't want to. Like, I don't, like, that doesn't make me feel good. I sure wouldn't just sell off assets to go buy a thing. Like, no, that's to me, that's crazy. So I do ask people, like, why would you sell this off? Like, why would you do this? Especially with all, because like it lets me gauge what level of financial literacy they have. That's the other thing, is like, I need to understand who I'm talking to. So if you're the type of person who just sells off assets to go buy things, and that's just the way you navigate with your life, there's certain conversations, like, we might be talking past each other, and I might just need to disengage from the conversation altogether, because you don't know how money works, which is fine, because you can have a lot of money, you can amass wealth, you can get lucky and end up rich and not know how money works. You just don't get to keep it that long. It's not going to be generational, which is also fine for those people, like not me. Tron threatens Ethereum's revenue dominance. Interesting. I don't use Tron. I don't like that chain. It's not for me personally. But, it's good. There's got to be competition out here. I mean, if they're getting revenue over there like that, if it's threatening, I mean, I don't know exactly what that means. We're doing the too long didn't read. Might have to go down and read that afterwards. This will be in the description of the video, so that way you can go read should you want to. But, competition's good. I love it. It's good for the space. It all is good for the space. There's not going to be one winner. There's going to be multiple winners. I don't believe that Tron's going to be one of them, but if they're getting some traction on their chain, cool. That's good for them. Flare Network enhances cross-chain connectivity with Layer 0. Not familiar with either of those projects. Those are neither hide nor hair, so I've got no opinion on that, aside from all improvements within the blockchain space are good improvements. Crypto venture capital funding hits 3.2 billion in Q2. Over in my portfolio, I definitely have some crypto venture capital being deployed into a couple of projects in my long-term holds. So that's also good. Hopefully they're hitting one of my projects. Fidelity and Saigon Bank on Chainlink for digital asset integrate. Oh, nice. A little bit of Chainlink news. I love this. I tell people all the time. In the background, Chainlink is a monster. A monster. It's it's so highly utilized. Anything that connects to a real world asset that needs real time updates, Chainlink is the #1 oracle. You use multiple oracles for redundancy, but Chainlink is daddy in the oracle space. Totally makes sense. It's why I am an avid Chainlink user. I love the project. I think it is grand. And, you know, that's just the way we're rolling. I'm all in on Chainlink. I love it. Web3 users reach an all-time high of 10 million in Q2. Also beautiful. I love the Web3 space. I'm excited for the GameFi space. GameFi space is going to be a big one. Or major one of my major plays for this year is going to be in the GameFi space, and I'm very excited. There we go. Thank you, Lord Jeebus. Oh, got a phone call. We're not taking that. We're going. Good God. Okay, so after this, so now this is going in a slightly different order than what I was expecting. But you know, you got to roll with the punches. We're gonna play it out. In the GameFi space, one of our major altcoin positions, being Super. Now, obviously, when I say major, I'm saying major as far as like my gambling positions, I guess, what you would say in the smaller altcoins, the more obscure altcoins, is Superverse. Monster in the space, going to be a monster in the space, and we're excited about it. Like we're gonna be doing some stuff within that realm. So Web3 users increasing is great. I mean, I know a bunch of people come in for the memes and stuff like that, but like the games in and of themselves are going to be a big kicker for integration for the mainstream public, because we're still not there yet. We're still not there. But for integration for the mainstream to come into the space, I think it's going to be based around the games. Like there's going to be the financial aspect, but like you really don't have to get that far in the space to get a hold of some Bitcoin, get a hold of some Ethereum, get a hold of some Chainlink, and just, you know, kind of sit on the sidelines and wait for stuff to happen. But gaming, that's full bore. Like once you can start earning income by gaming, they're doing that in some countries. It's gonna be interesting. Tangent Wallet integrates Visa for crypto payments. That's going to be also another one, the bleeding of the real world into the crypto space. Also, the losing of privacy, because if your Visa's tied to your crypto wallet, just a heads up, they can track you now. They know who you are. Granted, most things you can be tracked. So it just kind of, it is what it is. It's going to make it more convenient. As these lines bleed over, you will have less privacy if they want to go down the rabbit hole of tracking where you move all your coins around. But obviously, if you're not doing anything nefarious, it really doesn't matter, unless we end up in a dystopian world where we have a social credit score and they just decide they don't like what you're using your crypto for. That can be bad. But Visa integrating, it makes it easier for regular Joe to get into the market space. Understandable. That's fine. Celo has introduced a layer 2 testnet named Dango. Now, I'm not familiar with Celo. I don't know what's going on that chain, but you know, they're getting a layer 2 up. That's cool. Hopefully some liquidity ends up over there. Like that's kind of the way that I look at these chains, especially when they start doing like layer 2 and multi-layered stuff. It's like, okay, so you're bringing the fees down. What's the benefit of this? What is this chain used for? What's their claim to fame? Like what's on it? Is there liquidity? All right, so hold on. I got to do one quick check here and see where we're at. We're done. Okay. We're going to bring to the stage. We're going to go ahead and do the breakdown. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Overall, the portfolio is down 5.1%. We're taking our beating still. We're still taking our beating. Chin up, taking the beating. We're pulling a Trump. I'm just gonna throw it out there. We're pulling a Trump. We're pulling a Trump. Right now, we're getting winged. We got to take our shots. We're gonna get up. We're gonna put our fists in the air. We're gonna keep it in stride and keep moving. The portfolio is up 2.1% on the 24-hour, which is nice. It's nice. You know, it's good to have a little bit of green momentum in there. So we're going to jump right into it. We're going to get into the top 10. Obviously, we are removing the Lido staked Ether and the USDC, as those are not positions that are getting liquidated out at the end of the... Well, the Lido staked Ether is a retirement ledger position. It's a long-term hold, so that's not moving at all. And the USDC is tied up in liquidity positions, so also not going to be really moving at all. And it doesn't benefit you because it's not an actual coin. So it's just $1. So we're going to start off at number 1. We have Solana, SOL. At number 2, we have Ethereum, ETH. At number 3, we have Injective, INJ. At number 4, we have Osmosis, OSMO. At number 5, we have Thorwallet Dex, TGT. At number 6, we have Camelot Token, GRAIL. At number 7, we have Wrapped Bitcoin, WBTC. At number 8, we have Celestia, TIA. At number 9, we have Radium, RAY. And at number 10, we have Akash Network, AKT. Moves that we made this week. We did do our DeFi cash out. We are in a holding pattern right now. I'm waiting to figure out what move we are making. So, like, I really did not buy anything this week. It's just I did my cash out, got everything converted over to USDC. It's sitting there. I got to figure out what we are going to be looking at because I'm kind of on this soul kick right now. Like, I don't know. Something in my soul, no pun intended, has me. I did some consolidating over on my Solana chain, consolidating down into Sol. I also am looking at potentially doing more into the Jupiter network over on Sol's system. We collected our ZK Sync airdrop, which has been awesome so far. That's adding in. That might be working its way up. I got to look over on that network to see if there's something going on over there. We're reallocating out of our Pancake swap position actively, so I got a little bit of funds that I need to move around from there also to figure out what we're doing. But yeah, I mean, there's so many opportunities right now that I don't even know where I want to go with things. Like I know I want to do something before the market pops back though. Like I got limited amount of time, but that's what we're thinking in regards to that. Is I'm thinking I might go back because Solana's been a monster this run. It really has. Was it a little bit clunky working today? Yes. Maybe we're going to be getting news of a reboot, possibly. But Jiminy Christmas, it has been a workhorse, and so it's definitely got staying power. Like it hasn't had any of the dips. Like people are saying the drop from 200 to here was a dip, and I was like, it never really dipped. It's always been consistently the best performer out of all of my coins. Bitcoin's having problems. Apparently, money is flowing over on Solana. And I mean, there's a lot of activity over there, a lot of stuff going on. So I'm really considering consolidating a lot more into Solana. I definitely already did the first sweep of consolidation within the Solana ecosystem, but I kind of want a good holding of Jupe also with their stake token to get those fees and have that growth on there, because that's also been performing really well. So we'll see what we got. We'll see what we can do over there. It's going to be interesting. Rounding it out, we're going to talk about the benefits of Trump's pivot to Bitcoin support, because he has started to support Bitcoin. Now, hold on. Since we're closing out, we can get this out of here now. Obviously, with all the stuff that's going on, the market actually had a positive review to the attempted assassination on President Trump. Former President Trump. My bad. Former President Trump. But the main overarching thing that I've been looking at is that act, as heinous as it was, has basically solidified his presidency. Basically. he was already winning, and I understand that there's a lot of tinfoil hat. I could be a little bit looser over on the crypto channel because I feel like the people over here, for some odd reason, have a few more brain cells than everybody else. I love my crypto bros. I love the debates, but like generally speaking, from a value set perspective, most people who are in this space for the appropriate reasons are on the same accord, and that does not make us conservative, liberal. Like a lot of people are third-party libertarians in the cryptocurrency space. Most people are third-party participants. Like they vote Green Party, they're libertarians, they're all sorts of other things besides just the two flavors of politics that we're spoon-fed in America. Also, we understand that this is a global market. We look at things globally. We don't just isolate down on one specific thing. And, you know, we're not spoon-fed opinions. You have a lot of free thinkers over here. So I'm just going to be a little bit looser on this stream than I was on my Future Financial Strategy show. He solidified him becoming president, in my opinion. And to the people who think that it was a setup, I'm like, he was already going to win. Biden can't make sentences. He's knee deep, probably waist deep, maybe stomach deep in cognitive decline actively. So to think that you would stage and sacrifice a police officer and a woman who was just happened to be sitting behind you and get your ear shot off, part of it, to further solidify a win that you already had, logically does not make sense to me. It just doesn't. I'm like, why do all the extra? Like, like you was already winning. That'd be like if you were winning a basketball game and you broke your own leg to say the other team tried to hurt you so that they could win. Like that doesn't make sense. But what this has done is the market is responding, because if we're likely going to be under another Trump presidency, that's good for asset owners. It'll honestly be good for people who need jobs, who want raises. The financial system that will be under a Trump presidency will be better. Single issue voters, it's definitely going to be better. And this time around, like, I normally vote third party, and I'm not going to be able to this time. Like, this is unignorable, in my opinion. I can't vote, like, unless they swap Biden out with somebody who has some policies, which they could have done that. They had RFK. They ran him out of the party. They didn't want him to run because they wanted Biden to run. Why would you want someone in cognitive decline to be president unless it makes it easier for you to do whatever the heck you want to do in the back end? Who's actually in charge? Who's driving the ship? But I want to get into some key metrics. I got 4 of them for you, of the benefits of Biden pivoting to support Bitcoin. Number 1, there's a potential for economic revitalization and job creation. And that's because Trump's endorsement of Bitcoin mining in the U.S. could lead to significantly more economic benefits by promoting domestic Bitcoin mining. The initiative could create jobs. The expansion of Bitcoin mining operations would generate employment opportunities in various sectors, including technology, engineering, and energy. It could also, adjoint to the job creation, boost industrial capacity. Increased mining activities would require substantial infrastructure investment, potentially revitalizing economically distressed regions and fostering industrial growth. That sounds amazing to me. It sounds pro-America to me. It sounds like we're shoring up and securing our economic futures, not only as individuals, but as a country. Number 2, energy independence and utilization. Now, I've spoken on part of this before. But one of the things that Bitcoin has done is it's put a lot of emphasis on utilization of renewable energy. States with abundant renewable energy resources could become hubs for Bitcoin mining, promoting the use of clean energy, and reducing environmental impacts reducing the environmental impacts of mining. We're already done that. Bitcoin's already really green. It's greener than basically every other industry as it is, but it could get better. Energy grid stability is another benefit on the energy sector. Bitcoin mining can provide a flexible demand response, helping stabilize the energy grid by consuming excess energy during off-peak times. Because when they don't utilize the energy, they have to burn it off on some of these, depending on the type of source that you have. Like if it's natural gas, it has to be burned off. If it's the gas, if it's the methane gas that they collect from your landfills, they collect gas which they convert to energy at landfills, and if they don't use that, it has to be burned, which harms the environment. So Bitcoin mining could 100% fix those things. Number 3, we can look at the geopolitical and strategic advantages of this pivot. Countering authoritarian regimes. By accumulating Bitcoin reserves, the U.S. could strengthen its financial independence and reduce reliance on traditional financial systems that might be influenced by adversarial nations such as China and Russia. We are in a global marketplace. We need to be protected from the global marketplace. We need to be able to navigate within the global marketplace. Hence, Bitcoin. Bitcoin solves that. Another one is global leadership in digital assets. Leading the adoption of Bitcoin as a reserve asset would position the U.S. at the forefront of the global digital economy, potentially setting standards and influencing international policies on digital currencies. We're already behind on that. I really like that sentiment, but El Salvador has already championed this. There's already other countries that aren't as large as the United States that have already made this switch because their economies are so bad due to the inflation of the dollar. Last but not least, defense against central bank digital currencies. Financial privacy and freedom. Unlike CBDCs, which could enable extensive government surveillance and financial transactions, Bitcoin offers a decentralized alternative that preserves individual financial privacy and autonomy. CBDCs are not your friend. Let's just keep it a bean. They're just not. It's a way for them to track you. It's a way for them to enact a bunch of really harsh monetary policies down to the individual. Like, you don't even have to do it to the nation. You can target people or groups of people. These aren't things that they'll necessarily do, but the fact that they could doesn't sit well. The fact that they know everything you're purchasing probably doesn't sit well for some people. It's just not going to be, that's not going to be the greatest. Preventing government overreach is another defensive deal because, again, the things that we were just talking about, but let's jump into that. By promoting Bitcoin, Trump aims to prevent the establishment of a centralized digital currency that could grant the government unprecedented control over the financial system, which is literally everything that I just said. So those are the four things that Trump pivoting on Bitcoin has as benefits. So, like, let's keep in mind this, like, for me this year, it's going to be a one issue vote, because honestly, the vote for Bitcoin is a vote to fix literally everything else, because Bitcoin fixes most of the problems that we're having from a financial perspective, in my opinion. It's interesting to me that the party that is apparently supposedly taking away our rights is advocating for us to be sovereign. It's also interesting to me that the party that's supposed to be for the poor, for the disenfranchised, for the people of color, or whatever label we're throwing on people that are not white in America these days to further disenfranchise them and separate them from America, so I consider myself an American, is not championing people's ability to move up within the social strata, almost as though they want us to be poor and in need of them, as opposed to sovereign and self-directing. So it's just something to think on. I just wanted to go ahead and do that point out for this week specifically, because yeah, it's getting wild out here. So hope you guys are having a good week. I hope you guys are ready and preparing for the next week. If you like the video, definitely hit the like. Definitely tap in with me in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. And because this is open space, we don't silence people around here, and chat lives matter. That includes the chat that's down there. Also, share the video. Definitely share the video, because we don't want to have these conversations over here by ourselves. We're not trying to get rich in the Wolfpack by ourselves. There's plenty of room in the Wolfpack for everybody to be involved. Until next week, people, it's your boy, Reckless Ray Dinero, and we are out. Peace.
Money moves, gotta hustle, gotta grind. In this game, no room for the blind. Crypto's the wave, the key to the grind. Transfer that wealth, it's time to climb. Blockchain buzzing, time to make a move. Invest in the future, can't afford to lose. Learn the game, gotta play it right. On the right side, we take it flight. Punch the clock, working hard day and night. Gotta stay focused, keep that mind tight. Crypto, wealth transfer, we want it all. Rise to the top, never hit a wall.